我們為打斷正常節目而致歉。這是一個由中國載人航天工程辦公室發出的警報信息。香港標準時間下午3點15分，3個大型不明物體分別墜落在清水灣、南灣及銅鑼灣海域。目前，我們仍在確認物體的來源和性質，並與香港政府緊密合作，以評估對市民的影響。當局已經派出緊急應對隊伍進行現場調查，並監測任何可能的環境或安全風險。所有市民請立即保持冷靜，避免前往受影響的海域及其附近地區。若你身處這些地區，請迅速撤離至較高地勢，避免接觸水源，並遠離墜落物體。請密切留意官方渠道的進一步通知，並避免傳播未經證實的訊息，以免造成恐慌。如發現異常情況，例如水質變化、空氣異味或不明物質，請立即向當局報告，並避免直接接觸。不論事件是否與太空物體有關，安全為首要考量。請確保你的家人和鄰居都知悉此警報，特別是年長者和行動不便人士，以確保他們的安全。當局將持續提供最新信息，並根據調查結果決定是否需要進一步防護措施。請繼續收聽政府公告，透過官方電視台、廣播或手機應用程式獲取即時更新。再次提醒，請保持冷靜，確保安全，並遵從當局指引。
We apologize for the interruption of this normal programming. This is an alert message issued by the China Manned Space Agency at 3:15 p.m. Hong Kong Standard Time. 3 large unidentified objects have crashed into Clean Water Bay, South Bay and Causeway Bay. Authorities are currently investigating the nature and origin of these objects and are working closely with the Hong Kong government to assess potential impacts on public safety. Emergency response teams have been deployed to the affected sites to monitor environmental and safety risks. All residents are advised to remain calm and avoid travelling to or near the impacted areas. If you are in these locations, evacuate to higher ground immediately, avoid contact with the water, and stay away from the crash sites. Please stay tuned to official sources for further updates and refrain from spreading unverified information that may cause unnecessary panic. If you observe unusual conditions such as changes in water quality, strange odours in or unidentified materials, report them to the authorities immediately and do not attempt to interact with them. Regardless of whether these objects are of extraterrestrial or other origins, public safety remains the top priority. Ensure that your family members and neighbours, especially the elderly and those with mobility issues, are aware of this alert and take necessary precautions. Authorities will continue to provide updates as more information becomes available. We'll determine if additional protective measures are required. Please stay tuned to government announcements via official TV channels, radio broadcasts or mobile alerts. Once again, remain calm, prioritise your safety and follow official instructions.
Optic-White 牙醫專用美白成分，深層擊退頑固牙跡。Step 1 美白牙膏 ，Step 2 美白修護精華 ，Step 3藍光美白燈。My Oral Beauty Routine， 高露潔全港。
緊急更新來自香港警務處及香港特別行政區政府。香港標準時間下午3點29分，4隻巨型外星怪獸從15分鐘前墜落的海灣中浮現。經過初步確認，這些怪獸被列為第4級及第5級怪獸 Kaijus， 它們的代號分別為雷霆魔龍、震隊 Tyrant、深淵巨鰲 Abyss Claw、熔岩巨神 Magma Titan 及風暴吞噬者 Tempest Devourer。這些怪獸體型龐大，擁有極強的破壞力，現正於清水灣、 南灣及銅鑼灣附近水域活動，並正在向香港島及九龍區方向移動。目前，這些怪獸正進行高頻率吼叫，似乎是在相互溝通。它們的行為表現出侵略性，並已對附近的船隻及建築物造成損害。雷霆魔龍釋放強烈電流，使周圍的電子設備故障。深淵巨鰲以強力鉗爪摧毀碼頭設施。熔岩巨神從體內噴發熾熱岩漿，導致海水沸騰。而風暴吞噬者則利用巨大的翅膀掀起強風和海嘯，衝擊沿岸地區。這些跡象顯示，他們正為全面攻擊香港作準備。香港市民應立即尋找安全的避難所，避免前往高危區域，包括海濱、碼頭、橋樑及高層建築。請保持冷靜，並透過政府官網、電視、電台或手機應用程式關注最新消息。撤離時，應攜帶必要的物資，如食水、藥物及通訊設備。所有道路將受軍方及警務處監管，市民應遵從指示，避免不必要的交通阻塞。此外，切勿試圖拍攝或接近怪獸，以免陷入險境。軍方及執法部隊已全面動員，香港警務處與駐港解放軍、特種部隊及國際聯防組織正在聯手應對。解放軍裝甲部隊及防空系統已部署於戰略位置，並準備展開防禦行動。空軍戰機與無人機偵察隊已升空，監測怪獸的動向，並評估其攻擊模式。政府亦已請求國際支援，包括調動亞洲地區的防禦部隊及全球頂尖的反怪獸組織，以協助制止這場災難。請市民保持冷靜，團結一致，共同度過這場危機。
Emergency update from the Hong Kong Police Department and the Government of Hong Kong. At 3:29 p.m. Hong Kong Standard Time. For giant alien monsters have surfaced from the bays where they impacted 15 minutes ago. Based on initial assessments, these creatures have been classified as Category 4 and Category 5 Kaijus. They have been designated as Thunder Tyrant, Abyss Claw, Magma Titan, and Tempest Devourer. These massive creatures exhibit extreme destructive capabilities and are currently moving from Clean Water Bay, South Bay, and Causeway Bay toward Hong Kong Island and Kowloon. At this time, the Kaijus are emitting high-frequency roars, seemingly communicating with each other. They are displaying aggressive behavior and have already inflicted damage on nearby ships and structures. Thunder Tyrant is generating powerful electrical discharges, causing electronic failures. Abyss Claw is using its immense pincers to crush docks and port infrastructure. Magma Titan is spewing molten lava from its body, boiling the surrounding seawater. And Tempest Devourer is creating massive windstorms and tsunamis with its enormous wings, devastating coastal areas. These activities indicate that they are preparing for a full-scale assault on Hong Kong. All residents must immediately seek secure shelter and avoid high-risk locations, including waterfronts, piers, bridges, and high-rise buildings. Stay calm and stay updated through government websites, television, radio, or mobile alerts. When evacuating, bring essential supplies such as water, medication, and communication devices. Roads will be monitored by military and police forces. Citizens must follow official instructions and avoid unnecessary congestion. Additionally, do not attempt to film or approach the Kaijus, as this could put you in extreme danger. Military and law enforcement forces have been fully mobilized. The Hong Kong Police Department is coordinating with the People's Liberation Army PLA, garrison in Hong Kong, special forces, and international defense coalitions to combat this threat. Armored units and anti-air defenses have been strategically positioned, preparing for countermeasures. Air Force jets and reconnaissance drones have been deployed to track the Kaijus movements and assess their attack patterns. The Hong Kong government has also requested international aid, including the mobilization of defense units across Asia and global anti-kaiju organizations, to help contain the crisis. Citizens are urged to stay calm, remain united, and follow all safety directives to survive this catastrophe.
这是针对香港各主要地区的全港疏散命令。目前，香港正面临严重危机，4只外星巨兽怪兽正在袭击本特别行政区最重要的地区。受影响地区包括中环 Central、旺角 Mongkok、尖沙咀 Sim 沙树驿、湾子湾差、铜锣湾 Causeway Bay、沙田沙田、荃湾 Swan 湾及屯门推梦。香港标准时间下午3点35分，这4只怪兽已突破海岸防线，开始在市区内肆虐。政府现正指示所有市民立即撤离，并前往指定避难所避难。目前，这些怪兽正在对香港的标志性地点发动攻击，造成严重破坏。雷霆魔龙 Thunder Tyrant 于中环及湾子地区释放强大电流，导致国际金融中心 IFC、中银大厦 Bank of China Tower 及香港会议展览中心 HSAC 大面积停电，并对周围建筑物造成结构损坏。深渊巨鳌 Abyss Claw 已登陆尖沙咀及旺角，以巨型前爪破坏星光大道 Avenue of Stars、尖沙咀钟楼 Clock Tower， 并摧毁多个主要商业区。熔岩巨神 Magma Titan 进入新界地区，并在沙田一带喷发岩浆，导致沙田马场 Shatin Racecourse 燃烧，附近道路变成熔岩河流。风暴吞噬者 Tempest Devourer 正于荃湾及屯门掀起强烈台风及狂风，导致多座大楼玻璃爆裂，并将汽车及行人吹向空中。所有市民必须立即离开受影响地区，前往政府指定的避难所。请勿使用私家车，因道路拥堵将影响紧急应变行动。建议徒步前往香港大球场 Hong Kong Stadium、香港体育馆 Hong Kong Coliseum、亚洲国际博览馆 Asia World Expo 及各区体育馆作为临时避难中心。政府已派出救援人员，协助长者、儿童及行动不便人士撤离。如需援助，请立即拨打999紧急热线，或使用手机应用程式向当局发送求救信号。军方及警务处已展开全面行动，遏制怪兽进一步破坏。解放军驻港部队及特种部队正于各个战略位置部署重型火力，包括导弹、雷射武器及空军战机，尝试压制怪兽的行动。此外，国际联防组织已派遣无人机及机械化部队协助香港政府限制怪兽活动范围，争取时间让市民成功撤离。然而，由于怪兽防御力极高，军方尚未能对其造成致命打击。请所有市民保持冷静，切勿围观或试图拍摄，以免遭受波及。
This is a full-scale evacuation order for all major districts in Hong Kong. The city is facing an unprecedented crisis as for alien Kaijus are attacking the most critical areas of our special administrative region. The affected areas include Central, Mongkok, Tsim Sha Tsui, Wan Chai, Causeway Bay, Sha Tin, T Sun Wan, and Tuyen Mun. At 3:35 p.m. Hong Kong Standard Time, these four Kaijus have breached the coastal defenses and are now rampaging through the city. The government now orders all citizens to evacuate immediately to designated shelters. The Kaijus are launching full-scale attacks on Hong Kong's most iconic landmarks, causing severe destruction. Thunder Tyrant has unleashed devastating electrical discharges in Central and Wan Chai, triggering massive blackouts at the International Finance Center IFC, Bank of China Tower, and the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center HKCEC while damaging structural integrity. Abyss Claw has landed in Tsim Sha Tsui and Mongkok, using its massive pincers to destroy the Avenue of Stars, the Tsim Sha Tsui Clock Tower, and multiple commercial districts. Magma Titan has entered the new territories and is spewing molten lava in Sha Tin, setting the Sha Tin racecourse ablaze and turning nearby roads into rivers of fire. Meanwhile, Tempest Devourer is wreaking havoc in Tsuwan and Tuianmun by generating hurricane force winds, shattering skyscraper windows, and sending vehicles and people flying into the air. All residents must evacuate immediately from affected areas and proceed to government-designated shelters. Do not use private vehicles, as road congestion will disrupt emergency response efforts. Citizens are advised to head on foot to Hong Kong Stadium, Hong Kong Coliseum, Asia World Expo, and local sports centers, which are now serving as temporary shelters. Emergency responders have been deployed to assist the elderly, children, and those with mobility issues. If you require urgent assistance, dial 999 or use emergency apps to send distress signals to the authorities. The military and police forces have initiated full-scale operations to suppress the Kaiju attacks. The People's Liberation Army PLA Hong Kong Garrison and Special Forces have deployed heavy firepower, including missiles, laser-based weapons, and aerial combat units, in an attempt to neutralize the threat. Additionally, international defense coalitions have dispatched drones and mechanized units to assist in containing the Kaijus and buying time for evacuation efforts. However, due to the creature's extreme resilience, military forces have yet to inflict significant damage. All civilians are urged to remain calm and avoid watching or recording the attack, as this may put you in immediate danger.
Good afternoon, this is Claire Show reporting live on RTHK Radio 3 with breaking news on the catastrophic Kaiju rampage across Hong Kong Island. At 3:35 p.m. Hong Kong Standard Time, 4 monstrous alien Kaijus emerged from the waters of Clean Water Bay, South Bay, and Causeway Bay, launching a full-scale attack on the city. Over the past hour, they have devastated major landmarks, leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Central, Wan Chai, Causeway Bay, and the surrounding districts have suffered immense damage, with fires raging, buildings collapsing, and thousands scrambling for safety. The situation appeared utterly dire, until moments ago, when something miraculous happened. At exactly 4:45 p.m., a blinding light pierced through the storm-filled sky, radiating from above Victoria Harbour. Witnesses across the city reported an ethereal glow descending upon Hong Kong, illuminating the skyline with an almost divine presence. Then, emerging from the celestial light, came the 4 guardian beasts of the heavens, legendary protectors of ancient Chinese mythology. The Azure Dragon, Vermilion Bird, White Tiger, and Black Tortoise have arrived, answering the call to defend Hong Kong against the alien invaders. Even as we speak, the battle rages on. The Azure Dragon has unleashed roaring typhoons, swirling around the Kaiju known as Tempest Devourer, countering its destructive winds with its own mighty storm. The Vermilion Bird has engulfed the burning wreckage in flames of renewal, using its purifying fire to cleanse the devastation left by Magma Titan, while also keeping the lava beast at bay. The White Tiger, with unparalleled speed and ferocity, has engaged in direct combat with Abyss Claw, striking with thunderous force and overwhelming the monstrous creature with razor-sharp claws. Meanwhile, the Black Tortoise, the great guardian of land and water, has summoned colossal tidal waves, shielding the city from further destruction and forming protective barriers to contain the rampaging thunder tyrant. Hope has returned to Hong Kong as these divine protectors clash with the monstrous invaders. Reports indicate that, alongside the 4 guardian beasts, military forces are regaining ground, assisting in civilian evacuations and preparing counteroffensives. If these legendary beings succeed, they may not only drive out the Kaijus but also restore balance, possibly even repairing the devastation inflicted upon our beloved city. As we continue to monitor this unprecedented battle, we urge all citizens to remain in shelters, stay away from danger zones, and trust in the heroes, both celestial and human, fighting for Hong Kong's survival. This is Claire Show for RTHK Radio 3, bringing you the latest updates on this extraordinary fight for Hong Kong's future. Stay strong. Stay safe, citizens of Hong Kong.
Good evening, I'm Anderson Wu, reporting from CNN International on the shocking aftermath of the Battle of Hong Kong. Just 24 hours ago, the city faced an unprecedented crisis as 4 colossal alien Kaijus rampaged through key districts, causing widespread destruction and mass evacuations. However, in stunning turn of events, ancient mythological guardians, the Azure Dragon, Vermilion Bird, White Tiger, and Black Tortoise, appeared from the heavens to engage the Kaijus in an all-out battle for the city's survival. Now, as the dust settles, Hong Kong is beginning to recover. While damage is extensive, particularly in central Wan Chai and Causeway Bay, the 4 guardian beasts mysteriously restored much of the city's infrastructure before vanishing into the sky. Emergency responders, military forces, and volunteers are working around the clock to provide aid to the injured and assess the full scale of destruction. Amazingly, reports indicate that civilian casualties remain lower than initially feared, thanks to swift evacuations and the intervention of both human and supernatural forces. The Hong Kong government has declared state of emergency but remains optimistic about recovery efforts. Global leaders have praised the resilience of the city, with some calling the event the most inexplicable yet awe-inspiring moment in modern history, scientists and world. Governments are now investigating the origins of both the Kaijus and the Guardians, while many in Hong Kong see this as a sign that their legendary protectors are real, and watching over them. As the city rebuilds and life slowly returns to normal, one question remains: could this happen again? For now, Hong Kong stands tall, stronger than ever. This is Anderson Wu, CNN International, reporting live from Hong Kong. Stay with us for more updates.